So when a woman finds out she's pregnant, she has 3 options. Someone raise their hand and give me 1 out of the 3. Go ahead.
Keep the baby.
So parenting,
Abortion.
abortion, and adoption. All right, so we got adoption, abortion, and parenting. All right, so adoption is often called the gift of life. Why would it be called the gift of life? Any ideas? A couple different reasons why. Go ahead.
You're giving that baby to someone, so like the baby has a family.
Okay, so that's one way to look at it. I mean, there can definitely be parents who want their child, but they realize, I don't have the right mental capacity. I'm not really in the best place in life, financially, different things like that. And so they give it over to a family that can provide the best life for that child where they couldn't really themselves. So it's a gift of life maybe for that child to have a better life than it would. What else? What's another way that it could be a gift of life? Go ahead.
Some women can't have children.
Yeah, there could be several different reasons why someone wouldn't be able to conceive. The human body is very complex, right? So there could be multiple different reasons that someone wouldn't be able to have their own child, and so they can go through an adoption process. So it's a gift of life for those families who want to have a child. They can go through that. Now there's different types. There's open and closed and semi-open. Anyone know the difference between them? Open and closed. Any guesses in the back?
Closed is you don't know who the parent was. Open, you met with said parent.
Yeah, so in a closed adoption, that woman, she gives birth, gives that baby over to that family, and no longer has communication with that child. But in that open adoption, she can, have communication. She can set up a plan. She can say, listen, I want cards, I want pictures, I want letters. I want to actually visit my child. So there's that some form of communication and contact. But really, it's her decision. It's her choice. She can be as involved or as little as she wants. All right. Now, do you think it would be super easy, however, for a woman to go 9 months carrying that child, then at the end of those 9 months, give it over for an adoption? Probably not, but it can be a very loving and selfless act that she does for her child and for that family receiving that baby, okay? The next one's abortion. Listen, I am not here to debate whether abortion's right or wrong, okay? And we're not going to do that. But what are some emotions someone might be feeling after they've gone through an abortion emotion-wise? What do you guys think? Go ahead.
Sadness.
Sadness.
Maybe guilt.
Maybe some guilt, okay? Go ahead.
Relief.
Relief? Is it relief? Yeah. Let me ask you this. Is abortion just a casual conversation people have just walking down the hall? Is it more private? Yeah, and so it would be something that probably people wouldn't just share with anyone. And we as human, are we confined to only having one emotion about something, or can we have several? Several. So it's completely possible that someone could be feeling relief and regret at the same time. I mean, at CareNet, where we have that post-abortion counseling, we've seen that. Every single thing that you said, as well as other emotions, is what we've seen in the counseling. I was feeling really bad yesterday, but now I feel really good. Kind of going through that conflicting emotions. And so that is specifically why we have that counseling, not only for women, but also for men. Because in the state of New York, men don't have a say whether their girlfriend or their wife gets an abortion. So how do you think a guy might be feeling in that situation?
There's no control. This might be his kid in his eyes, so to have no say in it would be really hard.
Yeah, to not have a say, not feel like he's out of control. You gonna say the same thing? Yeah, maybe he's going through the similar emotions that she is. Maybe he completely agrees with what she decided, but knowing that he doesn't have that legal say could be difficult. All right? So the last one is parenting. Now listen, I know for a fact your life will definitely change, but tell me in specific ways, how would your life change if you were to become a parent, let's say in 9 months? 9 months, you're all parents. What specifically has changed in your life? What's different? Go ahead.
Possibly your education, like if I had to drop out.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Can you go to school and be a parent? Can you be successful and be a parent in school? Absolutely. It's a lot more difficult, but it's definitely possible. You might have to take summer school, night classes, graduate a year later. If you had that really strong support system, someone that could help you watch your child while you're at school, then it's definitely possible, but it definitely would be a lot more difficult to go to school. What else would change? Yeah.
Free time.
Your free time, yeah. You wouldn't be able to have as much free time. You'd have to go to school or do whatever, go to work, and then go home and take care of that child. You couldn't just leave them whenever you wanted to hang out with your friends.
I wouldn't be able to go to work or do a lot of the same social activities as I would normally be able to do. Yeah,
your social life would change. I mean, you'd have to somehow find a way to make money, so that would be a difficult balance between, having a job but also taking care of that child. Anyone in here like to sleep? 2 hands for me. I love sleeping. Would you be able to sleep as much as you do now? No, right? When the baby's up, you're up. So that would definitely change. Extracurricular activities. If anyone in here is part of any sports, clubs, things like that, you might not be able to do that anymore. So your life would dramatically and drastically change. So those are some of the more difficult things, but what could be some positive things that could happen if you had a child?
Forces you to grow up.
Forces you to grow up? Absolutely. More responsibility, more maturity, right? I have one friend that had a child, and it really was what she needed to kind of kick her in the butt, that kind of get her life back on track. She kind of was like, whoa, and that kind of helped her to center herself, and now she had, purpose, and something that she needed to do to be more mature. What else? Go ahead.
Make new memories.
Yeah, make new memories, a little family unit, someone that you can kind of watch grow up and see those different reactions to new things. Babies can be cute sometimes, right? Yeah? All right, so there's some positive things about that. Now, when you look at these three options, are any of them super easy? No, none of them are super easy. All of them have their pros and cons. All of them have their difficulties. But it's our hope on the My Future, My Choice team and our hope at CareNet that when and if you do find out you're pregnant, it'll be a happy time, a positive time in your life. You won't really have to think about this. You already know what you're going to do and be prepared for that, okay?